Good afternoon. My name is Warren Adams, and welcome to the 411 session. Let us welcome Mr. Ritchie Ray Campbell. Let's get right to the task at hand. What age were you when you began playing basketball?
I was 4 years old. I was 4 years old watching the Supersonics against Washington. And all my uncles was watching. And they told me, Big B, come here, man, watch the games. They called me Big B. And they told me to come watch the game. And then since then, I fell in love with basketball.
Where did you grow up at? On what part of the city?
On the Jefferson Projects. The Federal Justice Towers right there by the JFK. That's where I grew up at.
At what moment did you realize that you were going to be a great player?
I was striving to be great. I was the kid with the hanger and the sock in the room, playing by myself, right hand against the left hand. Nobody playing. My grandmother knocking on the door thinking I got company in the room. It's just me. Smelled like corn chips, feet stinking, playing hard. I was striving on greatness, but I don't think I ever reached it, to that high level like these guys said, but that was the ultimate goal.
What was your favorite defining high school moment?
When my mother was at the game when I broke the record. My mother, she passed away, but that was the defining moment for me.
If you had a chance to compete against any player in Western New York, past or present, who would it be?
Timmy Stewart, my man.
Stu B.
Tim Stewart from my neighborhood. He was one that I played on the team, 8-12. I think I was 6 years old. 5 going on 6. They let me make the team. The jersey was big. I sat on the bench, but I watched Tim Stewart destroy everybody. At 12, he was the best 12-year-old at that time. He got the MVP at the Statler. I wanted to be like Tim Stewart. I wanted to compete like Tim Stewart. That was my favorite player, and that's who I would have loved to play against.
What was your greatest obstacle you faced growing up?
Not knowing my dad. Growing up without my father, Jefferson Projects, drugs and alcohol. All those things was the greatest obstacles that I had to overcome.
What type of goals did you set for yourself growing up?
Well, I don't know if people noticed this. I used to have this park called the Martin Luther King Park. I used to go up there all the time. Every time it was a timeout or halftime, I used to always run on the court and get the ball. And they started naming me halftime entertainment. I bet none of them thought I was going to be the all-time leading scorer. So my goal was to be the most dominant player that came out of Buffalo. We tried to reach that highest level. I wanted to be better than Ray Halls, the St. Clairs, the Martin LeGarretts, the White Williams, Kurt Akins. I wanted to be better. I wanted to be recognized just like them, but better. So my goal was to become an all-time leading scorer, what I did.
So you would consider that your greatest basketball accomplishment also?
No, I won't consider it my greatest accomplishment because I didn't ever get a chance to reach that. But it was a moment. It was the greatest moment that I had.
What's your definition of success?
My definition of success is striving to be the best you can be. Reaching your goals. Whatever you decide to become in life, whether it's through sports or whether it's being a doctor or a teacher. Just reaching your goals. That's the definition of success for me.
What would you like to see change for the better concerning our youth in the city of Buffalo?
For the most part, to show that they are loved and cared for. A lot of kids come from a humble beginning. They was born pure before the negativity hit. So a lot of kids get caught up with the pitfalls, which happened to me. But if you show a kid that you love them and care for them, I'm sure that would be the thing we need in our neighborhoods and in our community.
How has basketball impacted your life as a whole? What would you say about that?
Basketball was probably the only thing that never really betrayed me, that never lied to me. Basketball was everything to me. I love basketball. So with that, it was everything.
What one decision had the greatest impact on your life?
You said the greatest impact?
Yes.
I would say George Hope. When I was playing 8-12, he came and got me. When the Randy Smith League was really starting to take off, he came and got me. I was a kid from the projects playing in the rim in our neighborhood, and he came and got me and took me to the NICYL and signed me up. That probably was the greatest decision that I made getting in that car with him to go play on that NICYL team.
What are you doing with yourself now?
Well, I'm working. You know, I just came home from prison from doing 17 years. I'm working now, and I'm working with kids, trying to show them to play basketball the right way. And I'm just enjoying life, taking it one day.
If someone asked you, who is Ritchie Campbell, what would you tell them?
I was telling them, he's a guy who went through the fire, and now refined. He's been through the fire, and now he's more refined. A guy who's looking to redeem himself from the pitfalls that I went through. That's what I would say.
If you were the keynote speaker here at this summit, what would you tell our youth? What advice would you give them?
Never stop dreaming. Once you lose your dream, it's over. You gotta keep dreaming. You gotta keep striving for something. Don't give up.
And show the love of this book, the leading scorer in Western New York history, 2,356 points, and let's get it in. No good. Ritchie right off the timeline. Look at him. Swinging over the ice. Ice over the TJ with that pretty left hand. It's good. All I can say is Rick's play. Ice. Cream. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Ritchie right. Glenn Tap. Look at it. Look at it. Now the middle, Big Jim Ewing. Broke it out. Ritchie Ray on the steal. It's good. Now what we got? Between the leg and the middle. No good. Ritchie, KF on the D. What we got here? What we got here? Looking with it. Oh my God, it's 40. Wendell down to Blackman over the Rich. Trey, you better get